This is like the best day ever. Let's go pick it up. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
Feels high right now. Adrenaline is high.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening. I go by the name of Solo, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Solo Driven. And these are my cars. 2000 Camaro SS SLP, and the star of the channel, a 2003 SVT Terminator Cobra. But as you can tell from the title, we're doing something completely different today, and I'm so excited. This is like the best day ever on Solo Driven as of yet. So let me backtrack a little bit and tell you how this all came about, because it's so crazy. When I was over at COTA in Austin, Texas, doing the Super Lap battle, I did a quick little coverage on a car. I ran into the owner who owned the car. I tagged him, and then I happened to snoop on his page and noticed he had a very tasteful Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. I made a quick comment saying that I would love to do a video on this car someday. And he asked me, where do you live? I say San Antonio, Texas. He said, pick up the car, go enjoy it, have fun with it, make a video, just return it before the building closed. So, here we are. Without further ado, let's go pick it up. Barely enough of a coincidence, we have a Lamborghini right there. Pretty crazy. It just means that the stars are aligned. Alright guys, we just arrived. Let's go ahead and take a look around the area, because they have some interesting cars like this BMW M2, a Tesla. We got a nice Trackhawk. I've never been up close and personal with one of these, and man, this thing is so sick. We have a Hellcat Durango, another Hellcat Durango, Bentley truck, baby, and a 911 Carrera. I like this gray one right here. Now, I'm not gonna get into specifics. This is not gonna be a hardcore review. I'm not gonna go over how the car works. There's too many videos out there on that, so we're just gonna really truly just enjoy the car. My first ever experience in a supercar, so this is gonna be crazy. Oh my god, this is absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Well, without further ado, the Lamborghini SVJ. Alright guys, so let's talk about this car real quick. For those that don't know, this is the upper echelon of the Aventador. It has the aero package, and it comes with 759 horsepower with 530 foot-pounds of torque on a naturally aspirated 6.5 liter V12. This thing is gonna sound amazing. Part of the aero package right here, as you can see, it has this ALA, which is their aerodynamic system. Basically, as you can see, these little openings right here, depending on what the sensors and the computer is picking up, this will open up, allowing more air to flow through for downforce, keeping the car nice and planted on the ground. If we run along back here, you'll notice that it has it also on the spoiler. This spoiler also has their aerodynamic system. That opening right there that you see, air goes through there, and it has these two little doors that open and close depending on where you need the downforce. The air will go in through here, travel through the spoiler, and those valves will open and close depending on where you need the downforce. So it can go to the left or the right, or both. So that's pretty cool. This has exposed carbon everywhere on the car, and by exposed I mean kind of raw. It doesn't have any clear coat, it's kind of just matted. My goodness, the design on this car is absolutely crazy. This car Looks so good. I love the kind of matte finish color. I don't know the name for this color. Maybe you might know. What's the name of this color?
This one is Grigio Titans.
That's so dope. Grigio Titans is the color of this car. And as you can see, we have this nice open area, very small trunk lid. They have this divider here, and yeah, there's not really no need in spending too much time on this area. This car has exposed carbon fiber everywhere, on the splitter, on the hood, the rear view mirrors, also on the side skirts. Look at this opening right here. That is freaking huge. I mean, for comparison, that's like a portion of my hand. Moving along, you know, when you see this car in person, it has a lot more little vents that you see, and it just makes it look like an absolute spaceship. Like right here, the exposed carbon fiber, we have another opening right there. We have another exposed carbon fiber area right here. This part always reminds me of like a Stingray, this back portion, the hood. That looks so sick. And also we have the glass where you can see the V12 engine. And of course, you already know the carbon fiber spoiler here, along with the diffuser, is all exposed carbon fiber. The exhaust is different as opposed to other Aventadors, I believe. The other ones are on the bottom, and this one is just over the license plate, dual exhaust, and I can't wait to hear what it sounds like. We're gonna get a cold start right now, and actually, look, this is like what I'm talking about right here. More vents, just like little touches like that that you don't really see and pick up on camera. But when you're in person, you notice right away. All these little exposed areas, so dope. Let's open the classic Lamborghini doors. There it is. This is actually a really nice, I like the way this car was put together with the gray matte finish, the orange calipers, black wheels, and just the orange accents on the seats. It looks really, really good. The steering wheel has a nice Alcantara finish to it. This car does not have any carpets or anything. It just kind of has like this little finish here. It's kind of rough. Carbon fiber floor, just carbon fiber everywhere. This is so dope too as well. We'll go ahead and open the door and take a look at this bad boy from the front. Oh yeah, baby, that classic Lamborghini look. But without further ado, let's get a cold start. Not bad for a factory exhaust. It's not crazy loud, and I don't want to rev it because I need to let this car get to operating temperatures before I do any of that. Let's go ahead and take this car out in the street, get it to operating temperatures, and just hear what this bad boy sounds like. Kind of tight in here. Of course, y'all know, doesn't have any door handles, so you just pull on this strap. Should be good to go. Let's go. This thing sounds crazy. All right, we're gonna lift the car up. There's a button right here. You can hear the car moving up. It has like a little Lamborghini deal, and it also shows it on the cluster as well. This thing has super responsive braking. This is a single clutch automatic 7-speed transmission. It's a little bit more aggressive now that we're kicking into the newer technology with DCTs. This is becoming more of the older style transmissions. The backfire. I thought I scraped on a rock there. This is nothing. This is just like not even a quarter throttle. And it sounds amazing. Like I could just drive it like that all day, just making noises, causing a scene. That thing sounds so sick. Let's go. The suspension is very tight. We're under about like 60 something degrees of weather, so it's not the warmest. As far as its ability to take the bumps on the road and all that, it feels pretty good. Go for a little highway pull. Okay, I was not, I don't know how it looked on camera, but I wasn't expecting that punch. That's crazy. It's really not that rough, man. I think that people exaggerate a little bit. It's not punchy, it's just more that it's delayed. So when it's taking the time to switch to gears, since it's not instant with the newer technology, your momentum is going forward while the car is doing what it has to do, and by the time it kicks in, you go back to your seat. But the pushback is not, you know, really that bad at all. It's just more, I wasn't expecting the going forward part. That's how you know it's like the power's kicking in, when you're concentrating like that. 759 horsepower, has never felt any better. I'm just super impressed with the ride quality, honestly. It's my first time ever in a supercar, so I was expecting it to be a lot more rugged, a lot more rough, but nah, I mean, you could daily drive this thing if you really wanted to. Especially with the nice, you know, just this sound. Oh, that pop though. That pop. This thing feels absolutely incredible. It kind of sucks because I'm driving the V12, the upper echelon in Lamborghini Aventador. I didn't climb the ladder, so it's gonna be hard to kind of, sorry, I'm just getting so nervous driving this car. Like I was saying, I didn't climb the ladder starting off with the Huracan or anything like that. I jumped straight to the top, man. The feels are high right now. The adrenaline is high. Once you anticipate what the transmission is doing and you know how it maneuvers and functions, it's so much easier to control yourself. Like when I really got on it earlier, I was like everywhere, but now it's just slightly easier. Like I said, the hardest part about it is that you're in momentum. So when the transmission is doing what it's doing, you know, you're going forward and you have to kind of catch yourself. And by the time you catch yourself, it's already switching to the next gear and then you're getting pulled back. But once you understand those fundamentals, it's a much more stable shift. At least with the driver, you can stabilize yourself more. As you can see, the car is pretty true in motion. It's not all over the place at all like with a rear-wheel drive car. Of course, it's an all-wheel drive car, but just to show the difference between a regular sport car and a real supercar, and all the things that contribute to great handling with aerodynamics. All the little vents that you see, all the chin spoiler, the splitters, the side skirts, the diffuser, all that is with purpose on this car. It rides a lot better than my Cobra. Then again, my Cobra's not almost $1 million. Oh my God. I think I've had my fun with this. This is such an amazing car, and what it does to really the world around you, it's kind of good and it's kind of bad, because you really have to be on top of your toes when driving such an attention-setting vehicle like this. I mean, people will come up to you, people will take pictures, people will almost like kind of interrupt what you're doing, which is perfectly fine, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. But it's just really kind of crazy how it changes the paradigm of everything around you. It's just ridiculous what a car can actually do aside from performance. This thing is so expensive. The worry of traffic, the worry of someone just hitting you or causing an accident, it's just a little hectic when you're in traffic and people don't know how to drive. Maybe it's just the fact that this is not my car, but I think that even if I did own this car, I would still be pretty nervous about worst case scenario type of thing. So with that being said, I've had my fun with the car, drives excellent. Let's take it back with all that being said.
This is like a warning shot to get up out my way. This is like a warning shot to get up out my lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the 7. My girl said I'm a dog, but all dogs go to heaven. Thank the Lord when I wake. I've been sleeping like a baby, cause I know my paper's straight. Another day to the grave. I get it cause I got to. I got kids, I need to bang. Thank the Lord when I wake. I've been sleeping like a baby, cause I know my paper's straight. Another day to the grave. I get it cause I got to. I got kids, I need to bang. I've been getting paid, I've been eating good, I've been putting on some weight. If I got a problem, I just call my brother babe. This is like a warning shot to get up out my face. This is like a warning shot to get up out my way. This is like a warning shot to get up out my lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the 7. My girl said I'm a dog, but all dogs go to heaven.
And our time with the car has officially ended. Alright, so I'm just so glad to get this car and have it back to where it's being stored at, because honestly, it had me on my toes the entire time I was driving it. I probably would enjoy it more if it was actually my car, but since it's not, it's a big responsibility. I'm literally responsible for this car and anything that happens to it. So kind of happy and sad at the same time that it's come to an end, but the car is back safe and sound. I was literally like kind of just stressed out, and I prayed to God that everything would go smoothly, and all glory to God that we got this car safe and sound, because this is an $840,000 car. At the time when this car was new, it was around 500 something. Now they're climbing up in value. This SVJ, it comes with pretty much every option that you can get, and I don't want to be responsible for neither one of those. So all glory to God that we got this car back safe and sound, and huge shout out to Charlie for allowing me to do this, man. I truly appreciate it. Super motivational. Thank you for just being so humble and letting me put this as one of my craziest adventures ever with a car. I mean, literally a stranger said, go ahead, take it, go pick it up, have fun, make sure you make it back before the place that stores it closes. So truly, man, I really truly appreciate it. But anyways, guys, that's gonna end today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe for weekly content, smash that like button to support, and remember, be motivated, stay driven.